Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen? I'm gonna share, and today in this video we're gonna be talking about Hashirama's scan that came out 2 days ago. By the way, this is not a V-Jump scan from the V-Jump magazine. The V-Jump magazine should be coming this month on the 21st. And if you remember the last video when I mentioned that the scan of the V-Jump magazine should be coming on the 12th, because they mentioned that in the last scan, I think they kind of fucked up, because in this scan they also mentioned that the anniversary scan for the V-Jump magazine is gonna be coming on the 21st as well. So I think they mixed the 2 and 1 in the last scan, and they kind of fixed it in this scan. All right, so the official scan, the V-Jump scan for the anniversary should be coming on the 21st of November, which means it's gonna be in around 10 days from now. All right. So I think Hashirama is gonna be the next shinobi to be coming after the event of Minato ends, which means he's gonna be coming on the 15th, and I think it's gonna be the third character that is gonna be featured for the next SAM. Maybe the other two characters that are coming on the anniversary are also gonna be featured, but I think they're gonna be released later, like in the middle of the SAM. And maybe there could be a special shinobis as well for this SAM, but I don't know yet. So far, I think Hashirama is going to be the third character for this month, and is going to be the third special shinobi for the SAM number 10. Alright, so let's talk about Hashirama here, and by the way, I just had to translate everything with the Google translation, because I didn't get a proper translation until now. So yeah, we're just going to be talking real quick about each one of his jutsus here, and we're going to start with the regeneration jutsu, which is one of a kind. It's not in the game yet. So there's a lot of healers in the game, and even characters that can heal themselves. However, this one is going to be different, because it's going to be an overtime effect. You're going to be healing yourself, but you're going to get the HP over time. It doesn't say exactly what the time is, like it's not 5 or 10 seconds. It doesn't say exactly in the details here how long the time is going to be. However, you're going to be gaining your HP back over time. So I think it's going to be really interesting, because sometimes, like, a lot of people thought it's gonna be like Sage Mode Naruto's self-healing jutsu, but it's not. And I think this is interesting, because if you go into a fight and you lose a lot of HP, you want to stop most of the time and heal yourself, and that is not convenient, because you might get hit again from the enemy, and you lose that HP you just gained. So you want to get healed during the fight without actually having to stop and heal yourself. So this is gonna be really good, because you can heal yourself right before you enter the fight, and during the fight, if you lose HP, you get it back from this jutsu. So it's, you know, if you play Fortnite, it's exactly like the slurp. You might have full HP, it's okay, and before you enter the fight, you can just use the slurp, and in case you lose damage, like someone shoots you from somewhere, and you lose your HP, basically the slurp will get you your HP back. So this is gonna be really convenient and really good jutsu for him. So this is the first one, the regeneration jutsu. The second one is gonna be the wood style wood expulsion. So this is a jutsu that we already know he's gonna get, because if you guys haven't seen the leaks, by the way, the first leaks video, I mentioned that he's gonna get this jutsu, and this is the only jutsu that we actually know that he's gonna get. We know everything about Madara, by the way, so if you haven't seen that video, the leaks video, make sure to check the description below, because I will be leaving the link there. You can watch that leaks video, and you will see the full kit for Madara. Alright, so the wood expulsion, from what the translation says, it's gonna create some kind of shield. So I think it's gonna be exactly like the shield of Gaara, like, you know, when he like makes his own puppet in the middle of the floor, and basically it absorbs absorbs damage from the attacks. I think it's gonna be exactly the same. Plus, it will give all the allies on the same floor some kind of resistance. So if we like make this a little bit bigger here, and if you check the picture on okay, let me try to make this a little bit more bigger. If you check the picture here on Hashirama, you will see something is around him, which is kind of similar to the one that Gaara has from his ultimates. So I think he's gonna give a resistance to all the allies on the same floor, to every single nature in the game. So the 6 natures, like lunge, impact, annihilation, normal nature, and manipulate and release, I think is gonna be able to resist and all of his allies these jutsus. I don't know exactly what the percentage is gonna be. It's not mentioned there, but it's gonna be like he seems like it's gonna give you and all the allies on the same floor a resistance to all kinds of attacks. So I think this is gonna be yet another jutsu that is not in the game yet for anyone. So I think they're trying to make Hashirama one of a kind character, and yeah, they're doing so great so far, if you ask me. So the wood expulsion is going to give you a resistance. Let's make this a little bit smaller again. Okay, let's talk about the next one, which is the wood style wood dragon jutsu. So wood dragon jutsu, from the translation, it exactly says he's gonna be using the wood style jutsu. It's wood dragon jutsu. It's gonna be a simple but powerful jutsu. So that's everything. That's everything basically. So from what it seems, it's gonna be exactly like the water dragon jutsu that Kakashi and who else has it? Zabuza, yeah. So Zabuza and Kakashi has the Water Dragon Jutsu. It feels like it's gonna be exactly the same. Maybe the the wave is not gonna be the same because the wave of the Water Dragon Jutsu was so bad. Like you cannot attack with it in small areas where there's a lot of walls. So I think the range is gonna be straightforward and it's gonna like attack a lot of enemies at the same time. So that's the wood style wood dragon jutsu is going to be a symbol attack, and some people are saying that it's going to go through walls, but I didn't see that in the translations, by the way. So I think it's just going to be a normal jutsu that's, well, you can use from far away to attack a lot of enemies at the same time. So it seems like it's not going to stop when it hits the first enemy. It's going to keep going and hit every enemy on the way. Next, we have the ultimate jutsu, which is the wood style wood golem jutsu. It's the golem that he used in his very first fight against Madara. And yeah, basically it has a wide area effect. It's going to be attacking a very wide area to the front. And it has the effect of reducing the resistance of the enemy. So it seems like it's going to like take off the resistance of the enemy, and maybe it will be giving you a weakness. So from the translation, it says exactly the opposite translation of the wood expulsion translation. So instead of giving the enemies the resistance, it's gonna take out resistance. So I think it's gonna go in minus, and that means you're gonna give the enemies a weakness. So they might end up with weakness against every nature, which is gonna be perfect. You're gonna, like, in case like any enemy somehow survived from that attack, you can easily kill them with any attack you have. So yeah, I think he is gonna be great. Maybe not crazy like Itachi or Minato as main characters, as a main character in Attack Mission. However, I think he's gonna be good as a support character, and maybe he's gonna be good in hard content that probably are gonna be introduced in the game soon. Hopefully, because we have almost nothing hard in the game anymore. I think he's gonna be really good in these situations, but I don't think he's gonna be good as a main character because he lacks the movement, of course, and I think he's not gonna be like a blue or a red or even a purple type. I think he's just gonna be either green or yellow type, and from what it seems, he's gonna be green probably. So yeah, this is Hashirama, guys. I think it's gonna be coming on the 15th, and yeah, I'm really excited about that. I don't know exactly how good he is gonna be, so we're gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to test every one of his jutsus, and yeah, if he is actually coming on the 15th, we should be getting an announcement in the game in the next few days, probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. And in case he is coming, I'm probably gonna be pulling for him for at least 4,000 Shinobites, and hopefully we get the full kit and we try to review it there. So yeah, this is it for this video, guys. You're gonna be watching now some clips from the anime and from different other Naruto games about the moveset of Hashirama and how the Dragon Jutsu or the Dragon Wood Dragon Jutsu and Expulsion and even the Golem Jutsu, how they look in other games. And how they looked in the anime as well. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video.
内派と千手についてからだの。木遁木遁木竜の術。